You could have jumped in there in any sports. I know you're a wrestler, but sometimes wrestlers like other
Big-time
sports.
Tennessee fan. Love the Vols.
Big time. Okay, Vols
Yes,
fan.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
so hey, Tennessee looks like they're gonna have a good year. They really looked. Tennessee and football and basketball look to really be making progress.
Yes, sir. Butch Jones and Conzo Martin got us in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Well, you're speaking of sports. You're the Scenic City champion,
Yes, sir.
and you're over there at SCW Wrestling, and you're going to have a big match coming up on Friday night, right?
Yes, sir. Apparently,
That's
it's
what
news
we heard.
to me. I
Yeah.
just
Oh,
heard
so
it
you just found out about
a few
it?
moments ago. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like I said. The last time I was with the physician, he said that I had a pretty serious sprain of the knee. Nothing major, nothing requiring any type of surgery whatsoever. But apparently, Dr. Oz thinks I'm fit to compete. And of course, for USCW fans, I'll be out there trying to keep this title from the centerfolds. This is the only title that they don't have, and I'm going to try to make sure that they can't take this home.
Okay. Yeah. And so you're saying your doctor's not medically cleared you for
No, sir.
Okay. And I heard what. So someone at SCW doesn't believe you, right?
That would probably be the Colonel Oz.
Yeah,
He's kind of had it out for me since we kind of headed our separate ways, so to speak.
Okay. So and now you're now you're wrestling. You're on top, and you have a chance to defend it this weekend. And,
Yes, sir.
and there seems to be a growing group of people trying to get together and stop the centerfolds.
Yeah, the fabulous B. James, he's trying to unite Team SCW and trying to take it to the centerfolds and bring those titles back home for the fans of SCW.
Yeah, B. James, one of the good people in the world, we'll even say.
Yeah, in the world, I like that.
Yeah. So, very involved locally, and I notice he tries to do what's right most of the time, some of the time. A lot of the time.
Yeah, I'd like to think so.
Yeah. Well, anything else? Any other matches? I know you're focused on your match. Any other matches you're going to be peeking out through the curtains to look at this weekend?
Well, I mean the centerfolds they kind of outnumber you. I mean they play the numbers game quite frequently. So I mean the Colonel Oz says it's kind of a surprise for me. So I'm at a bit of a disadvantage going into this matchup tomorrow night. I'm not entirely sure who I'm going to be facing, how many I'm going to be facing, but odds are it's going to be multiple, and they're going to be after this gold.
With the centerfolds, always watch your back.
The Gateway Antique Mall.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
4097 Cloud Springs Road, the Cloud Springs Deli, quite possibly one of the greatest concession stands in the wrestling business today.
That's right, because you're right there in the deli.
Yes,
so
sir. Full service deli, serving sandwiches, nachos, boar's head, barbecue, a little bit of everything. I have to say, kind of break my diet plan every once in a while for that food. It's good.
And I also see, I saw the pictures in there, and when they filmed that, you had a lot more hair.
Yes, sir. Just recently cut the hair, probably a little bit over 2 months ago. Just time for a change.
Time for a change,
Yes, sir.
A little bit for the ladies,
Of course.
Yeah.
All the SCW fans are more than welcome.
Okay. Yeah. Say thank you. Yeah, a lot going on in wrestling, and obviously Friday night, the 11th, but you also have wrestling coming up in later events too.
Yes, sir. Also, this next coming Friday, April the 18th, there will be another event at the Cloud Springs Deli and Event Center for Scenic City Wrestling, or as the centerfolds would like for me to say, Sexy Centerfolds Wrestling, although that's not going to stand for too much longer.
Which is not true. But yeah, and so tell people about there who haven't seen it, a little bit about what goes on there at SCW.
Just mainly a lot of hard hitting, a lot of action. Nothing really shines brighter than a diamond. I will have to say so and stroke my own ego just a little bit there. Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's a great, clean, family-friendly show. Feel free to bring children of all ages, anywhere from 0 to, I would say, 90 years old. Children of all ages, and you get still a child. I will say so myself. I like to have a little bit of fun, so of course I'm a little childlike in that aspect.
Yeah, absolutely. And this Friday, B. James will be there, and I say go there anyway.
Oh yeah, just to see the fabulous B. James and Diamond Derick Myers, the Grand Moki, the centerfolds. As much as I hate to say it, they do have quite a cheering section. All clad out in purple centerfolds T-shirts.
Yeah, really, and so that happens, and that's one of the big changes in wrestling now.
Yeah, exactly.
The fans have been not always not agreeing as much is maybe than in the old days about who their favorite wrestler is.
Yeah, probably not so much, but everybody has their own opinions, and I'll leave that for themselves to figure that out.
Absolutely, you'll see that. Yeah, and so yeah, well, tell us. Obviously, you're how'd you get into wrestling?
Well, like I said, I'm a second-generation wrestler. About 5 years ago, I started training with my father. Just before he passed away, I had a bunch of different influences. Growing up, it was always around. Always watching my dad wrestle on TV, different things of that nature. I grew up as a kid. I always wanted to be a wrestler. I get to live out my dreams every weekend thanks to the courage and I do say courage of a certain few because I never was really the toughest kid growing up, but I've gotten a lot tougher as I've gotten older.
Trying to figure it out. Hey, and it's great. We've talked about this before. You know, these guys work really hard to put on a show and not get rich over it, but put on a show for you, and you're not having to pay $50 to get in.
Exactly.
What's the entrance fee for?
For adults, it's $5 for general admission for the adults. Then, of course, children 5 and under are get in free. I think from 5 up until 12 or 13, it's just $3 for admission.
Yeah. $3 and for kids basically, and $5.
Yes, sir.
For adults, and it's just a great value and entertainment. So check it out. This Friday night, and next Friday night at Cloud Springs Deli.
I hope to see you all there as Diamond Eyes hits the shine.
Absolutely. So we'll be back with more Sports Viewpoints, and we'll clean up and close out the show. And we'll be back in 2 minutes right here on Channel 39. What did we miss? Got everything? What's going on this weekend? Yeah.
The orange and white game Saturday.
Yeah, orange and white game.
It's
So
gonna be on
the
Dish.
8A game in Auburn, and then when's Georgia? Do you know, B?
When's Georgia's spring game? Do you know when Georgia's spring game is?
No, I don't. I should.
Okay.
I wouldn't know.
Mhm.
Hated rivals. Not a big fan. Got our hearts broken this year. Felt bad for Big Howard watching him cry. For them to get a close-up image of him broken down like that was just wrong.
Yeah, no, that was a tough game.
Can't blame him for trying to make a play.
Welcome back to Sports Viewpoints. My name is Bill. I'm your host with Diamond Derick. Welcome to the show. First time on the show. Glad to have you here.
Yes, sir. I was glad to be here.
And you brought the Scenic City
Scenic City title. Yes,
title
sir.
to us, and you'll defend it this Friday night at Blue Springs Deli.
No, the Cloud Springs Deli.
Cloud Springs Deli. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
well, same thing. Is there a Blue Springs Deli? I don't know. Cloud
I don't
Springs
know.
Deli, and so. Next door. Yeah. Now I'm in trouble, but okay. Yeah, well, thank you for joining us. And whatever you're doing on this weekend, go and checking out the orange and white game, checking out the 8A game, whatever you're doing. Enjoy yourself. And if you're in town, check out our own B. James right there at SCW Wrestling and Miracle League. He would want us to know Miracle League starts Saturday. Well, thank you for joining us.
Not a problem. Thank you for having me.
I'll even let you close.
This is Diamond Derick Myers with Mr. Bill Bolen for Sports Viewpoint. Thank you. Have a good night.